It's Armen and Levac Celebrity Football Picks, and before we introduce Barry Melrose, just let everyone know I'm 22-13 on the season. Levac is 18-17, and so are the celebrities, also 18-17. Of course, Barry Melrose of hockey fame joining us now. And Barry, thanks for being our celebrity this week. We really appreciate it. We got to ask you, where does your football knowledge range, Barry?
Well, last year I did sort of the same thing with Mark Schlereth, and I hammered Mark Schlereth. I think it was like 10 ahead of him by the end of the year. So I'm a sports fan. I enjoy all sports. I watch football. Obviously, I do a lot of kibitzing with all the football guys at ESPN. So I listen to what they're saying also. But I've been a football fan for a long time. So I'm not a complete idiot when I pick football.
Beautiful. Well, Levac is sometimes.
Yeah, so far this season I have been, though, Barry. So.
Yeah, 18-17. I'd keep that a secret if I were you, brother.
I'm trying. He's not letting me.
Hopefully you can boost up the celebrities. All right, Barry, here we go. And then, of course, after we pick these 5 games, we'll talk a little hockey, I guess, with you, too, since we got you on. First game, boys, Bills at Jets, Levac.
I'm going to go with the Jets. You can't be wrong all the time. I think that they've got a good team, and they're going to go ahead and take down the Bills this week.
I like Bills and Kyle Orton. They've been playing well. They're getting better every week that Kyle Orton plays. What do you think, Barry?
You know what? I'm going to go Jets. I like the way they played last week. Probably their best game of the year. They scored some points, which they haven't been able to do, and they've always had a pretty good defense. So I'm going to go with the Jets. Hopefully they can find a way to win a game and not have a totally embarrassing season.
As the home of the Jets, we got that game for you right here on 104.5 The Team at 1 o'clock on Sunday. Ravens at Bengals, Levac.
This one was a little tough for me, but I think the Bengals have got a lot of work to do, and the Ravens look like they're doing great. I'm going to go with Baltimore as the visiting team getting the win.
Yeah, I like Baltimore as well. The Bengals, they haven't really proven it to me. They don't really have me convinced that they can get this win. You, Barry?
I got to go with Cincinnati. My wife's from Cincinnati. I picked Cincinnati all the time last year when I was doing it with Mark Schlereth, and I won like 7 weeks with Cincinnati. So I'm going to go with the Bengals. I think they'll have a rebound game and play a lot better than they did last game.
Happy wife, happy life.
Amen.
Exactly.
Armen and Levac Celebrity Football Picks with Barry Melrose joining us. Bears at Patriots, Levac.
Bears are in complete turmoil right now. I think that they've got a very good team, but they're not playing like it. I'm going to go with New England.
I'm going New England because of all of the bad Bears stories that we've had all week about this team in this locker room. Barry?
Hat trick. I'm going New England, too. They're playing good. Brady's playing well, and obviously you guys have been talking about Chicago in total disarray, so tough to go into a place like New England and beat a team like New England when your team's not 100%.
And with the hockey reference for the win, Barry Melrose. Eagles at Cardinals, Levac.
Battle of the Birds. The Eagles get a chance to prove they're one of the true powers of the NFC. They take down the Cardinals.
Yeah, I think they will too, dang it. Barry, what do you think?
I like the Eagles, too. I think they're one of the better teams in the NFL, and I'll be surprised if they don't go on the road and win.
All right, boys, Sunday Night Football, Packers at Saints.
All right, so ever since Aaron Rodgers said relax, Green Bay's been on fire, I'm going to stay relaxed. I'm going to chill, and I'm going to say Green Bay, even though they're in the Dome.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and just say the Saints. The Saints have not looked great this year. We know that. If they're going to win, the time is now. They could already this early in the season be somewhat out of the playoff picture if they don't win this game. Barry?
I'm going to go Packers. I know it's in the Dome. I know they win there all the time, but Packers are playing great right now. Aaron Rodgers is playing great right now, and someone's got to beat him in there, so why not the Packers?
All right, there you go. Good stuff.
I don't think we've ever rushed through these so fast because we want to talk to the celebrity about something else.
We'll definitely make sure to podcast it, and we'll tweet you and include you in on the results on Monday, Barry. And of course, if it's not in your favor, just feel free to ignore it. I'm sure that you're okay with it. No problem.
I always do exactly how I do it.
Barry Melrose joining us, 104.5 The Team, your home for New York sports. Barry, the New York Rangers, they got off to kind of a slow start. They've now won 3 in a row. Is this team finding its stride early?
Yeah, they struggled out of the gate. Last year they struggled, but they had a long road trip, and they finished that road trip just about 500 and really played well after that. Henry Lundqvist has had a slow start. His numbers certainly aren't Lundqvistian. Of late, he's looked very, very good. The defense, which should be a strong point of their team, struggled at the start of the year, gave up a lot of bad chances. They've solidified back there, and they're starting to score some goals. Rick Nash has really been the only guy that's been solid right from day one, but since 3 or 4 games ago, some other guys are kicking the puck in the net, and that's really helped a lot. So the Rangers are starting to look like the team we envisioned. I don't know if they're going to get back to Stanley Cup Finals. I'll be very surprised if they do, but certainly our playoff team in the Eastern Conference.
So you brought up Rick Nash, man. Is this the Nash that we've all been waiting for? He's on fire.
Well, this guy's always been able to score. He's 30, 40 goal scorers regularly in his career. He's got everything. He's gigantic. He's got great hands, a good skater. The new rules are made for a guy like Nash, and he's skating. He looks fast out there. In the playoffs, he didn't look fast. He wasn't moving his feet in the playoffs, and he wasn't getting goal-scoring chances. Now he's getting tons of chances because physically he's just so hard to handle. And if he's moving and attacking the net, he's going to score goals, and he's doing that, and hopefully he'll do it the rest of the season.
Barry Melrose on 104.5 The Team. And Barry, the New York Rangers are without Derek Stepan and Brian Boyle right now. How much does that hurt them, their absence?
Hurt their power play. Obviously, injuries are part of sports. You got to be able to overcome injuries. But Boyle was going to be the guy who was going to run their power play. You put him out there with San Louis and Nash and McDonough and players like that stepping. That's pretty good power play. So they miss those two guys, especially with the man advantage. Their power play isn't very good right now. That's certainly an area that if it gets going, that'll help them create some offense.
Second year for Alain Vigneault in New York, Barry. You expect this team to take off what they did last year with Alain Vigneault and really build from that and be even better?
They got obviously the goaltender is good every night, so that's the place to start in the NHL. I love their defense. McDonough is going to win the Norris Trophy someday. Girardi, Stahl. They've got a very good defense, a big mobile defense. And they're a good defensive team. They don't need to score 5 goals every night to win with Lundqvist and net. So get a couple other guys scoring. San Louis got his first the other night. That was good to see. Zuccarello hasn't put the puck in the net very much yet. I don't even know if he's got a goal yet. He's got to be a guy that's a 25 goal scorer for the New York Rangers. Brassard's starting to score. That's a good sign. So, if they get their offense going with their great defensemen and Lundqvist and net, they should be a pretty tough team.
Barry Melrose with Armen and Levac on 104.5 The Team.
Barry, the Islanders haven't been good in forever, but they look good right now. Is the Battle of New York back finally?
Well, Jersey's good too. Really, all three of those teams should be playoff teams, I think, in the East. But the Islanders are a team that made some good moves in the summer. They got Halak, they got Boychuk, they got Leddy. Brock Nelson's been a great find, really coming into his own. Oposa's starting to score. And Tavares is good right now as there is in the NHL. So the Islanders going to Boston last night, beat the Bruins. Played very, very well. Halak's giving them good goaltending most nights. Chad Johnson played last night, played very well. So the Islanders are for real. I would not be surprised if at the end of the year the Islanders have the most points of any team in New York.
Yeah, you mentioned John Tavares, too. I mean, how good is this guy leading the league in points right now?
He's great. Obviously, last year he got hurt, and that really knocked the Islanders out of playoff contention. But Tavares, you watch him play. He has the puck all night long. He's great on the power play. He's big, strong. His skating has improved immensely over the last few years. He's getting a good supporting cast now. It used to be John Tavares and the Islanders. Now he's got some other players to play with, and it's paying dividends. So the Islanders are good. I think they're a team that can score. They're getting better defensively with the guys that they added, and Halak's giving them good goaltending. So that's a good combination.
Barry, we're hearing some more and more debates around here lately that fighting is a thing of the past, even in a game like hockey. Does it still have a place in modern day hockey?
Fighting is basically gone. I don't know why people want to take what's left out. I think all of us want the stage fights out of hockey. They're pretty well gone. If you're going to be a tough guy now, you got to be able to play a guy like Milan Lucic. That's what makes him so valuable. He's not only tough as nails, he's a really good hockey player, and that's what you have to be now. If you're going to be a physical presence, you have to be able to play also. So fighting is basically out now. Fighting's way down. I for one, like it. I'm not an apologist. Mm-hmm. I know why it's there. It's been part of our history. It can change a game. I've seen it change numerous games. It's there for a reason. So I'm one of those guys that want to see fighting left in the game. But basically, with the new culture, new rules, it's basically out of the game right now.
Barry Melrose on 104.5 The Team. Barry, you have the house in Glens Falls. Did you make it out to the track a few times this summer?
I got out about 3 times. I usually only go like once or twice, but this year I got out 3 times. It's a great day. I'm not much of a bettor, but to go to the track on a beautiful summer day, it's a pretty tough place to beat. So I always get down at least once, but this year I got down there 3 times.
Well, I mean, I thought we were going to go together, Barry. You're breaking my heart, man.
we got to get in touch with you, man. Next
I was
time
going to buy you beer.
Well, if you guys are good handicappers, yeah, give me a call. You got my number now. Give me a call. But I don't need to go with two more guys that can't pick any winners. I got enough guys in my entourage now that can't pick any winners. So I want to go with guys that know what they're doing.
Barry, I can't pick, but I know a guy. You know what I'm
there
saying?
you go. We'll bring a guy.
That's the worst statement ever. I'm no good, but I know a guy.
Dang it.
That's never a good idea to have a statement like that.
But it's actually true. I know a guy who makes me sound like I know what I'm doing.
Okay, but it's a deal. We'll meet there next year and have a couple brewskis together.
Beautiful. Barry Melrose of ESPN. Barry, thank you so much for your time picking the football games with us today. And if you don't mind, we'll bug you a few more times later on this NHL season. Thanks so much for your time today.
Anytime, guys. Take care.